Oh, I need a straw, I need a straw, I need a straw. Good morning, good morning, good morning, lovely people. Welcome to Be Inspired. Happy Friday to you. All right. No need to wait. I told you that the time will change because my hours changed. Let me get a little cozy and comfy. Just a tad bit, okay? Anyway, let's get this going. Today, or this Friday, we're going to talk about motivation. When you lose your mojo, you can't seem to get started or motivated to do what it is that you want to do. Now, let me start here. You have to think about it. Like I said before, good morning, Daryl. Like I said before, you have to say it. That was last Saturday's show. Which, speak it out of your mouth, write it down, make it plain. See it. So envision it. Where do you want to be in 10 years or 5 years? What is it that you want? And then do it. Implement it. Get started. Good morning, Nay. All right, so motivation. I got this request to talk about helping with motivation. Real quick, lovely people. Let's start this way. Things that affect the brain, because in order to be motivated, you got to be mentally prepared, right? Hey, Kim. All right, so let's see here. There we go. Things that affect the brain: stress, low blood, and the reason the low blood, anemia, for those who do know what anemia is, which is low blood, that's lack of oxygen to the brain. So it affects your thinking, okay? Your activity level, you got to get that blood flowing first, okay? Diet, you hear that all the time, diet, exercise. And I know you guys are sick of that, but it matters, okay? Sleep, get enough rest. Got to get enough rest. Infections, when you are sick, you already know. You're sitting there like, oh, I don't feel good. And then you're thinking, why can't I remember that? Why can't I recall? There's something going on with the body. And my favorite that I tell everybody, hey, Lynette, is clutter. How can you think clearly with everything around you? To me, it's impossible to think at your full capacity. I'll put it that way. Now, this motivation thing, simple. Past, present, future. You always, do you want to go back? Good morning, Ava. Do you want to go back in the past? No, but your memories versus imagination. Okay? So your past, your present, and your future. Memories versus imagination. Remember that. You want to look in the rearview mirror to see where you've gone, because usually the people around you, family will, they play a very important role in motivation, especially if you have everyone in the family that's doing something and it's like, okay, I need to do something, so I'm doing something not for me, but for them. Yeah, that's more like fate. It's your fate because it's them forcing their thoughts on you and you feeling guilty about it. Versus your destiny. But that's something else. Anyway, so you want to look in the past and you want to remember things and like, okay, well, and you don't want to remember all of your negative stuff. You want to remember, it'll motivate you though. For some people, it can motivate you. You want to remember the good things. Like, what was I doing before? How did I get to where I'm at right now? How did I get to point B? What was I doing? It'll help you. And then you think back and you say, okay, this was my happy place and this is what I was doing. Then you look at your present state and you're like, okay, I'm stagnant. Almost like for authors, those the writer's block, okay? And you can't write, otherwise your heart's not in it and it's not a good product for you. You're not working at your fullest potential. And then you look at the future, you want to see it. You're like, what is it that I really want to do? How close am I to getting where I want to be? I'm not there right now, but I know I want to do this. So in order to get motivated, you got to make sure those first things that I say, the things that affect your brain, make sure that those things are together. And yes, Daryl, you're right. You got to get out of a bad relationship because they'll hang on to you. They will hang on to you and drain you from everything. But see, here's the thing with that relationship, Daryl. If you feel as though it's a bad relationship, it is. If you have to question your relationship, it's a bad one. Stress is number one. Actually, it's number one on my list. Stress will kill your motivation. It can actually kill you. But it'll kill your motivation. And if you're in a situation that you really don't want to be in and you don't want to be alone, girl, chalk it up. I'm just going to put it out there. boy, chalk it up, because you're not going anywhere. And usually when you're in a bad relationship, that relationship that you're in, the partner does not want to see you advance. So you're not going to go nowhere. You're not, because you're so focused on that person and making them happy, but it's not reciprocated. All right. But that's not what we're talking about right now, but it does kind of play into it. So past memories, look at it, find your happy place. This is just my advice to you, and thank you for that question. Find your happy place. Where were you? What were you doing? When were you the happiest? And hopefully it wasn't an individual, because we have to be happy within, okay? And we have to make sure that we're happy in order to make other people happy. All right, so find your happy place. Once you find your happy place, bring it to the present. And it doesn't have to be the same thing per se. However, it could be in that same area. Be around, who are those people? Who are those people? Who was in your circle? And that matters. I do speak on starting lineup. So this is copywritten, just to let you know, put it out there. That's the preface. Find your starting lineup. You're your star player. You are the star player. This is what you're trying to do, whatever it is you're trying to do. Now, here's the deal. Plan your game. You want to win. The goal is to win. So get 4 people. Now, it might be somebody that you had to bench, but whatever it is that you're trying to do, you have to pull those people off the bench and put them in the game in order to achieve your goal. It's easy, easy, easy. Easy peasy. Yes, Nene, focus. You got to focus and stay focused. Put them in the game. Now, they don't have to be somebody that you communicate with on a regular basis, but y'all still cool. You know what I'm saying? So you look down there and you be like, okay, I'm going to pull them out because they are not, that's my boy. That's my boy right there. We cool. However, you ain't going to help me get to where I want to go. So I'm going to pull you out the game. I'm going to bench you for a minute. I'm going to put her in the game, because you got to have your cheerleader. Put her in the game. Boom. You know she going to execute. Done. And then after it's over, y'all still cool. Hey, how you doing? But you can bench the person, and it's all good. No hard feelings. Okay, yeah, we cool. Now, if somebody is negative and you are in a bad relationship and they just keep draining you for everything that you have, that you don't have anything for other people, because you already know our purpose of living is to give. To give what we have. Teach other people. Every day you should be teaching somebody something. And for those who think they know everything, every day you should be learning something. If you are not learning anything, and if you are the smartest person, I know you heard this is somebody else, not me. If you are the smartest person in your circle, get a new circle, because how are you going to get motivated if you are the one that's motivating everybody else? Something to think about, okay? So just remember, it's memories versus imagination. Where were you? And where do you see yourself? What is it that you're trying to achieve? And you get those people. You pull them. Boom, boom. This is what I need. I'll use Daryl, since you're on, as an example. Boom. I talk to Daryl. We cool. Hey, how you doing? I don't talk to Daryl every single day. Daryl got something going on. Boom. He like, oh, yeah, we cool. Let me get Mel off the bench. I'm having this event. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. I'm like, boom, I'm in the game. Let's do it. Mission accomplished. Just what I'm saying. Do I talk to Daryl every day now after, he needed some assistance achieving his goal? No. I'd be like, hey. Hi, bye. How you doing? We cool. Boom. And it's like, okay, I'm having this. Mel, what you doing? Off the bench. Okay, back on the bench. So you got to be careful with who you are surrounding yourself with. Make sure that there's some things in common. And I'm going to tell you this, and then I'm getting off here because, like I said, I won't take too much of your time, okay? And I told y'all the time change in my work schedule, okay? Here's what you want to do. If you see somebody who have already accomplished the goal that you're trying to accomplish, that's who you want to look at. I will look at somebody, I'm like, oh, okay, they're doing this, boom. And it's people that I know personally. It's like, okay, well, let me go ahead and get close to them. I'll talk to them. I'll learn something, and they'll be talking to me. They'll be giving me some information, and that's what it's all about, helping each other. That's what it's all about. And even if they don't know that they're helping you, go on and get in their company. Like, hey, we need to do lunch. Boom. Talk to them. Boom. Just like, let me see what's on their mind. Let me pick their brain. That's what it's all about. And if you have stumbled it is our duty to, especially people that's coming up behind us, it is our duty to make sure that the next person don't stumble. That saying, hey, says that saying, the game is sold, not told. Man, please. That's ridiculous. I don't like it. I don't. Call it what you want. How can you be blessed if you are charging somebody, to bless them? Knowledge is free. It's up to us to actually gain it. So we got to do the work, though. Got to do the work. All right, lovely people. That is my time. I thoroughly enjoyed you, as I do each and every single Friday. So I told you guys 7-ish. All right. Find you, embrace you. Most importantly, always, always love you. Remember, trying to get that mojo back and get motivated. It's memories versus imagination. Say it. Write it down. See it. Envision it. And do it. Implement it. It's game time. Peace.